What's going on, Kings? It's Keefe. In this video, I want to talk to you about 5 things that I wish I had started doing before my 20s. If you are younger than 20 and watching this, you are definitely going to want to start implementing these things that I mentioned in this video. And if you are over 20 like myself, that just means maybe you're not getting that head start, but these are definitely things that you will want to start implementing into your life. But before we get into that, hit the subscribe button and bell icon. This channel is all about helping you level up and become that high value winner you were born to be. Now let's get started. So the first thing I would have done is acquire some sort of skill that I could have used to start making money. When you leave high school, it's like kind of enforced upon you that you should go to college. So that's what I did. But in all honesty, I really wish I'd probably gone and gotten like my personal training certificate. And at 18 years old, I could have started earning a full-time living. And at 18, that's a pretty big deal. Now this wouldn't have been something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but it would have been something that provided me independence and would have allowed me to get to the next level in life, and it would have also allowed me to fund the things that I really wanted to do in my life. A lot of times in my life, there were things that I've wanted to do and go after and accomplish, skills I might want to learn, or just adventures that I might want to have, but it seems like I'm always met with the roadblock of providing financially for that situation, and so for a long time, that was the roadblock in my life. Now, had I, at 18 years old, started making even like $40,000 a year, this wouldn't have been a problem, and I would have been able to take that money and start making smart choices with it so that I could have set myself up for a very solid financial future. The second thing that I wish I'd done was start investing. I would have taken that money that I got from that job and I would have immediately started investing so much of it into something that would pay me into the future. So stocks, preferably that have dividends, something that I could start using the power of compound interest to my advantage. The formula to be successful, especially financially, is really not that complicated. It's just about putting the right steps in the right order. And I could have done that at a very young age had I known the steps and had I been wise. And so I really want to implore you, if you are in that position, to be wise. I mean, you really think about this right now. Let's say that you're 18 years old, you're graduating high school, a lot of your friends are going to college, and a lot of them are going to take out debt to go to college, and you choose to take a different route and you go get yourself skills that can pay you a job immediately, and you know you've got this vision for what you want to do with your life, and that's going to fund you getting the education and the skills to do those kinds of things. So your friends are all going into debt right now to go to college to get jobs that they might not even know exactly what they're going to go get the job in. So many people just change majors when they go to college anyways, but you've actually got a real job that is really paying you right now at 18 years old. And so think about it, in 4 years, you've taken this money and you've invested it. Maybe you've even bought a house or rental property, something like that. So your friends are leaving college and they're in debt and they're getting a job that's probably paying you what you're going to get paid at 18 years old. You're sitting on a pile of cash that's only growing, and you've invested in the skills so that you can follow your dreams in life. Now, the third thing I would have done is start my dreams. This is something where fear really holds us back. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I remember, I think at 19, 20 years old, something like that, I made a YouTube video, and it's actually out there on the internet right now. It's not under my name though, but it got like 2 views, and like that was my like one attempt to actually have some courage and go after my dreams at a younger age. But the thing about a lot of these things that we dream of for our life is they take some time. I mean, if you want to be a great actor in Hollywood, like there's a lot that goes into that. If you want to be an NBA player, you're going to have to train for years and years and years. And we know that, and that's why we start students young in these things. Like we have child sports, or we have acting school for kids to go to so they can develop the skill that they know they want to use into the future. Now the thing is, most of us don't do this with our dreams, and this is why they never come about. If you understood that your dreams were going to take a few years, but you're 18 years old right now, nobody's expecting you to have this whole thing figured out, and you started working on your dream right now, and you didn't even expect it to pay off for a few years, imagine what that would lead to. Pretty much the big reason that most people don't get where they want to get in life and get the dreams they want is just because they lack the persistence. If over time you just keep doing something, eventually the odds are going to fall in your favor that it will work out. So start that process early when there's no expectation on you and when the time is not really that intensive in your life. It's not like you've got a wife and kids and all these kinds of things. So you've got a ton of time available to pursue these dreams, and you've also got no expectations. So you can perfectly wait on it and just play play the waiting game, learn the skill, enjoy doing it, get better at it, and by the time it pops off, you're ready for it to pop off. The fourth thing I would have done is learn social skills and how to be charismatic. This is such a powerful skill, and the better you get at it, the better like the rest of your life is going to get. And if you start this at a younger age, it's really going to show, because most kids, especially like let's say you're in high school watching this, most people in high school are just deeply self-conscious. So if you learned how to actually be like this confident, charismatic guy, you would stand out like crazy. So I really wish I'd done this, because I was the guy who was very self-conscious when I was younger. And so if I'd learned this at a younger age, I probably could have gotten out of my shell a lot quicker, and I probably would have enjoyed the benefits of that a lot sooner. And the fifth thing I wish I'd started doing earlier was following through on my decisions. This is such an important thing to do for your self-confidence, for your self-respect. Too many things did I quit in my life. And this wasn't even something that I started to take seriously until maybe a year ago. I would always just kind of try something, it wouldn't work out, and so I just, whatever, go on to the next thing. But all you're doing is forming this habit in your mind of not following through on things, not expecting to get the results you want on anything. And so when it comes to something you really want in your life, you have no reference points to fall back on and say, well, I did that thing and that was hard and I pushed through and I got the results. So following through on something is so important for your like self-image. So I would have started doing that earlier, and I would have started to believe in my ability to achieve great things at a younger age. If you got something out of this video, guys, give me a like, hit the subscribe button and bell icon, and tell me which of these 5 you think is the most important to be implementing as young as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.